Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to IRP here for the 19th round of the Bubbles Cup Championship, the Kroger 200. Here's how the points look heading into this weekend, with Kimi extending his championship lead after his heroic pass coming to the white flag on Anthony. He took away third spot last time out at Pocono. Bubble had to retire early for the second race in a row, is now on the back foot. Anthony hot on his heels in the points, 27 points behind Bubble. He could seriously take away that second spot with another good weekend and some more misfortune for Bubble. Kimi, who is right here, he now holds a 91-point championship lead. He's starting to break away slightly from the cars behind. So, a stacked field here at IRP tonight. I am your host, AJF, joined tonight by a very special guest. Nas, how are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing excellent. This race is just going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you what you thought we were going to see tonight, because, I mean, IRP, no one's really familiar with it. We never really test here. We just got the track set up. These drivers have to learn on the fly, and it's a short track. Everybody's going to be super close, super packed up. I mean, how do you think these drivers are going to handle that?
Well, during qualifying, we saw speeds of 160 miles per hour going into turns 1 and 3, so it's either going to be chaotic, drivers are going to have a lot of contact, or it's going to be spread out, people are going to have to manage tires, but this is probably the most uncertain I've been into a race, and that's concerning.
Certainly a lot in store for us. We are anxious and excited and nervous and all the emotions you feel right before a race. It's electric as cars are rolling off. I do want to quickly go over some strategy options. I think it's pretty clear that it's a one-stop race. Just one pit stop, make it to the end pretty easily. And yeah, I'm going to step aside really quick for a word from our sponsor, and we'll come back to see the green flag. Go to the green. Nasty, want to quickly give us a little qualifying rundown, see how we're lining up to start this race.
Alright folks, listen here. We got Bubble on first, we got Ford second, Anthony third, Kimi fourth, Beast fifth, Spring sixth, we got DJ seventh, Dim eighth, we got Secretive ninth, Prime 10th, Napa 11th, Brown, I believe, stopped on pit road, he's in 12th. We might not be going green, Brown is stopped on before pit road, but who knows. Yeah, no green flag this time. We might be going green next time by.
All right, so the green gets waved up there. You see Brown catching back up. That is what we see here. I would like to mention the 29 car. Well, you view him as Jason in the spectate menu. That is Discharge. So, been a little while since Discharge has been with us here. He is there in the 29 car. Starts right behind Spring. And I think that was word on green this time. We've got a packed field tonight. I want to say it's 12 or 13 cars. And we're going to start going double file here. Off of turn 4, getting packed up, as green flag is out here at IRP for the Kroger 200. Off of turn 4, Ford is going to lead that first lap. He took it away from Bubble, who is your pole sitter. What a great launcher on the outside for the driver of the 17 car.
As we saw down the backstretch, Beast got turned He did a full 360, but got on pit road. He's currently on pit road. He might get lapped here. He's just coming off. We have
caution. Caution is out. Is that Kimi slow on the front stretch? Not sure what's happened with Kimi here.
Oh, it's Spring that has front bumper damage. That is a caution in this league, but rear bumper is not. So we have to see what happened. But race saver for Beast already.
Yeah, I mean, the lap is so quick here. I mean, it's super easy to fall behind immediately. I mean, we zipped around 2 laps super fast, and now Spring is on his last car.
Yes,
Spring
you see Kimi going down the back straightaway.
We hear Spring mentioning that he has DNF'd 3 out of the last 4 races and feels like he's on track for 4 out of 5. So not very happy. He was once the championship leader for a big part of the early part of the season. He's fallen quite a ways, and as has Bubble at the early part of this race, he hit the wall from turn 2, and that cost him a lot of spots, but we're already going to lead this time. Ford will lead them off.
Yeah, we saw 22-second lap times during qualifying, so it should be just over an hour here at IRP. Only 0.6 miles around here. But as the field goes into turns 3 and 4, double file. There they go. Agent handing off to you.
Absolutely. So, double file looks pretty clean on the start. Spring is the last row back there. And we are green once again on board with Ford looking back. Anthony on his outside, and Kimi trying to fill that gap right there for 3rd spot. He's in 3rd. Now he's taking away 2nd from Anthony. That is 1st and 3rd in the championship right there, fighting for 2nd behind Ford.
Yeah, as you can see, the field is getting pretty much single file, except for Discharge and Anthony and Napa and DJ. Beast trying to come back after that wreck down the back straightaway, but Ford, he's just trying to pull him away right now. It's just pure chaos. You have Brown in the wall near the back. Looking to go 3 wide, that's secretive. Napa just turns right into Brown, puts him in the wall. Not a good showing for Napa. That could be a penalty coming, but who knows.
I do want to make note of something further up in the field. Anthony got stuck on the outside and lost multiple spots. He's going to clear Bubble right here. He's able to clear Bubble. He's going to want to get back down to the bottom. Oh, as there's contact in the back, that's DJ around. And the 28 machine, multiple cars around. They all save it, actually. No front end damage, so we're going to stay green here. Ford still leads, but Kimi is pretty close back up front.
Oh, and they're still wrecking into turns 3 and 4. It's just a big calamity here. That was Anthony sideways in turns 3 and 4. He's drifting off of the exit of turn 4, now crossing the start-finish line. But Kimi, as you said, just pounding down forward, looking for the lead. The drivers are now trying to get in a rhythm as the strategy is going to play out.
They started fighting behind a little bit as that's allowed Kimi and Ford to pull way away. And now it's these two. They have the opportunity to duke it out a little bit without worrying about 3rd place, who's did last time around almost 3 seconds behind.
Yeah, Spring. Oh, Spring just got into the wall entering turns 3 and 4. I was just about to say they were side by side. Beast and Spring. Spring does get into the wall again off of turns 4. You can run side by side. It looks like the high line, it does work, but you are just going to get trained. It's like Martinsville here, but very, very fast. Basically double the speeds, which is absolutely insane. I mean, the banking just really helps, and the drivers are just ripping around here.
Yeah, absolutely. As I'm watching different lines here from Kimi. He's taking a much later apex, getting the exit. That's how you set up a pass here. He's got to run right here. Does he go to the inside? Ford with a bit of a block, throws an elbow. And Kimi trying to set him up once again off of turn 2, but this time he doesn't have quite as big of a run.
Yeah, looks like the only way Kimi's going to get by Ford is either a crossover or that classic good old bump and run. But Kimi, not a good run off. There, Ford is going to able to gap maybe 2 or 3 car lengths into turns 1 and 2. But you can see Ford takes that higher line off exit while Kimi's staying shorter. But into the entry, you see Ford, well, he's starting to roam up a little bit, trying to learn a new line, trying to get faster. But it's just, they're all getting him in a rhythm right here. The field is mainly spread out, so the chaoticness that we saw on the first opening laps, we're not going to see until maybe a next caution, or when we get lap traffic. That is going to be a thing in this race.
Yeah,
maybe around lap 30.
Much more strategy involved now as we actually settled into the race. I want to look at the battle for third as Bubble is right on the back of Dim. I think Bubble has more pace. He's right on him, and Discharge is pretty close behind. The battle for third looking pretty exciting as Dim enters low. Slight bump from Bubble. He's going to go to the inside and take that spot away. Oh, and there's contact, and Dim has front end damage, and that's a caution.
Oh no, just a bad blocking Discharge. He really didn't need to do that. Discharge, I mean, Dim is going to lose a reset, which, as we saw in our last caution, I think it was 2 laps after it, we saw a big wreck but no caution. We have Napa stopped on the backstretch. We have to figure out why. But they're coming to take lap 18, which is, I mean, just unheard of. I mean, just
yeah, it's crazy how fast this race is going.
I know. But right after this, we have the return of the 2015 IndyCar Series, probably the most anticipated return of any series. Opening out on Texas Motor Speedway. Some weird changes, but ultimately those cars look slick and clean. A new aero screen has been implemented on those cars, and they are a lot safer. And it has been proven in testing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited for it. I'll be racing in it, finally getting to return to some racing. And we are already on lap 19 out of 90. No takers in the pits yet, I don't think.
Pits might be open this time. If not,
there's the call.
Yeah, pits are open. Could get a mixed bag right here, but we have no idea what tires are like. Ford looking. Yes, he is. Kimi. Oh, the entire field. No, that is
split.
That's
Discharge is staying
and Discharge, Brown, and Napa staying out. Dim taking the first box. I don't think he got it. Right behind Bubble. Ford, who led in, should be taking that very last box. No, he doesn't.
Clean in for Kimi. Ford looked pretty clean. How is Bubble's entry?
Yeah, Bubble first out. He has that line in sight.
Oh,
but Kimi's going to beat him off. We're waiting on Ford. Ford's going to beat him off also. So top 3 the same as they came in.
Oh, Ford is slow.
Ford?
He's having a time over there.
Oh, I think he didn't.
Oh, he missed the pit exit, perhaps?
I think he did.
Same with Spring.
I think Spring did too.
And they ran into each other. Okay.
Wonderful racing.
They figure that out as Discharge gets credit for 1 lap led. That's big. There's normally be green this time, but they called it off as we had some shenanigans happening. Spring still has to catch up to the pack. Luckily, the caution laps are very short.
Yeah, just a little bit of bumper cars here and there, but not too bad. They're just trying to have fun. It's like the New Hampshire race when it rained. Drivers just having fun there. Ultimately shortened.
I think it was the only race we've had that was not streamed here on the Wonder Boys YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But,
green this time from the race directors. Discharge staying out from pit road is going to lead us back to green.
Alrighty, double file through turn number 4. Discharge on the inside. That's Brown on the outside. Brown, another fan favorite. He has taken a win here. Green flag is back out. Lap 22 has begun here at IRP. As Discharge leads from the inside, he's going to be clear through 1 and 2 into the lead, but Brown has a decent run on that outside. He's still there. Brown fighting back on the outside.
Yeah, I think on that restart we saw Beast actually got pushed, so someone might have jumped behind him, but Brown starting on that outside line, still outside, going to lose a spot to Napa and might lose it to Ford, but they're checking up on that inside line. Brown still trying to hold strong. You have Kimmy right behind him, battling with Bubble. Bubble's going to send it in there.
Yeah,
Brown is going to be clear on the bottom.
Oh, Napa hits the wall. That's a big
in
front end damage. Caution is out. Yeah, if you saw that happening, he got into the wall on the exit, and you lose so much speed on the wall that there's nowhere else for the cars to go behind. Everybody piled in, and that caused the damage to Napa's car. He will be the third driver to have to use his reset. As I was just about to mention, Ford, who had an incredible restart, was up to about third, is now up into second on fresh tires. So your car's on fresh tires. That's Ford in second, Bubble in fourth, Anthony in fifth, Kimmy in sixth. All of those drivers have fresh tires here and gonna be on the attack early.
Yeah, I think this might be the narrowest track on the schedule, so if one driver has a mistake, it's not good for the people behind. We could see another big wreck like we saw, I believe, on lap 5, but they kept it green. Just very narrow here at RP. One mistake, and it's going to be deadly. Green this time by race directors. A quick yellow. Discharge still in the lead, but Ford's going to be outside of him with Brown right behind him. Then we got Bubble and Anthony rounding up the top 5 as they go in double file.
Yeah, I want to keep a close eye on Ford on this restart. He took the lead from the start around the outside of Bubble. Green flag is out, and it's a terrible start for Ford. Everybody's racing around him. He's dropping like a rock through the middle, getting split by multiple rows of cars. Bubble on his outside, 3 wide. Kimmy was in the wall in the back. He's going to drop all the way to the last as they're holding 3 wide. That's DJ on the inside. Bubble, he has to back out a little bit, and Brown gets spun in front of him. DJ's going to help him save it. Yes, he does. Brown's on the wall, but they keep it straight, and we keep going.
What a save by Brown. He was fully sideways in front of DJ's bumper, but ultimately saved it. We stayed green. But I believe we saw 4 wide at the back.
Oh.
I think I saw Beast in the air hitting Kimmy, but it's starting to get crazy here at RP. What we expected in the pre-race, like we said, we expected it to be crazy, and after that pit stop, it's starting to play out what we see.
Yep.
That's Discharge in the lead, followed by Anthony and Bubble, side by side with Dim and Spring. Then it's Beast and Kimmy right behind him.
Yeah, Kimmy dropped all the way to last. He's already made his way up a few spots. He's just rolling that bottom lane. He looks really fast. Dim is up the track in front of him. He's going to try to follow through with Spring. Yes, he will. And that's how you make up spots here, just following cars, staying on the inside. Kimmy looks really good on that inside lane. Next car in front of him will be Ford. As Dim spins off of the front bumper of Brown further back, he does not have any damage, and we keep it green. I want to go on board with Kimmy as he's trying to make his way back up the path.
Yeah, good thing for Dim that he got no damage, but ultimately he is going to be far back. But we still have Discharge in the lead, and Anthony, he's entering a little bit lower and getting a high exit, but he's not doing anything. You really want to be on their back bumper. You either catch him off guard or use that bumper run like we saw Bubble do earlier, which he might do right now.
We got a pass going on for 4th place right here. Ford looking to the inside of DJ. We're watching from the hood cam, or the roof cam of Kimmy. Oh, his Discharge gets spun from the lead. And he's backwards
Discharge just got
track.
into that wall. Yeah, Discharge got into the wall. Like we were saying before that last caution, if you get into the wall, no one can go around you, behind you. Anthony got into him and just ultimately spun Bubble. But Bubble strongly takes the lead. Bubble to the lead here at IRP.
Oh, he blocks. A huge block into turn 3. Anthony gives him a bumper, but Bubble keeps it on the bottom. And Bubble will lead this lap. 5 bonus points for him. These two are second and third in the championship, so this is a crucial battle. When we think about the championship implications, the big battle has been between these two. Anthony looking to the inside, a good run off of turn 2. Can he make it stick there? Bubble holding tight on the outside. Anthony's not having it. He's going to get the inside there, leads that lap. And he's going to take the lead right here through 1 and 2 as Beast runs DJ way up the track. That opens the door for both Ford and Kimmy to go to the inside.
Best thing, Ford just barely cut off Kimmy. Best thing for Anthony and Bubble to take the lead is going to pull them closer to Kimmy in the Drivers' Championship. But Kimmy is just rapid fast, might be the fastest car here right now. They're just wanting to hold him off. They do not want to see Kimmy in the lead and extend his points.
I'd say we've probably the top 6 have broken away here. These are probably the six of the fastest drivers that we have ever seen. I mean, this lineup, Anthony, Bubble, Ford, Kimmy, DJ, Beast, all very fast. Their championship positions reflect it well as Anthony leading yet another lap here.
DJ just barely got into the wall. Yeah, DJ barely got into the wall off the turn 4, but Bubble to the inside of Anthony. He's going to rough him up the track. Here comes Ford. What a move. Still side by side. Off of turn 4, across the start finish line. Oh, Bubble gets into the wall.
And that
he's going to lose
Kimmy
first, second.
Yeah, Kimmy is going to get second. Oh, but he's in the
Kimmy
wall.
Gets into the wall.
He survives, though. Yeah.
All of them are hitting the wall. Oh, Bubble just cut off DJ and moves Anthony out of the way. This is what we seen out of Pocono. Bubble was probably the most reckless driver of the field. He almost tried to wreck Kimmy, which, looking out of Bubble's windshield, that's the driver right in front of him. How will it play out? Will Bubble rough him up again, or will he try and race him cleanly as Anthony's spinning at the back? Anthony's stuck in the middle of the field. He's going to pull up, contact him and Anthony off of turn 4. Caution is going to be out. I did not see what was happening to Anthony, but I wonder if he just got loose off of someone's bumper or just hit a bump, but he was just stuck in the middle of the track, nowhere to go. Dim just ran it right into him. We should see pit stops this time, as we're most likely going to go green with halfway to go. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty optimal for a pit stop here to go to the end. Now, with how crazy it's been, I'd expect more cautions before we get to the end. So you might see drivers. I mean, I'm pretty sure they still have 6 sets of tires as they do for every race. Plenty of tires. I mean, they can probably pit every other time. Keep fresh tires on that car and keep going as fast as you possibly can.
Yeah, obviously this race was supposed to be really long, but it ultimately got short because of that 2015 IndyCar race. We really wanted to see that long lap time, but ultimately couldn't happen. Prime's going to catch up here as the field's going to cross the start-finish line, and we should see pits open this time. And we are going to get pits open this time. Ford, he should be pitting. We should see the entire field come onto pit road. As Bubble just moves Kimmy out of the way. Here comes, virtually, it is going to be the entire field. Down pit road, Ford's going to lead him onto pit road. No takers into stalls.
Yep, there's a few.
Spring. Bubble's going to be the first one.
Oh, there's contact discharges around. He's sideways in a pit stall. That's fine. They're changing the tires on there anyways. Ford is clean in. So is Brown. Anthony is not clean in. He ran into Brown a little bit there. As Bubble is out, he looks pretty good. Where is Kimmy? Oh, DJ's right there. Kimmy's out ahead of them. Ford is out ahead of both of them. So We get out
Still,
of the pits. Yeah,
top
terrible
3.
for Anthony. He's way back there, only in front of Prime, second to last.
I think it was Discharge or Dim that was sideways on pit road.
It was Discharge. They pitted the car while he was sideways in his pit box. That was exciting. A pretty good pit stop. He came out in front of 5 other cars. And
Yeah, wonderful pit stop by the pit crew.
Yeah, we're gonna get going green here once again, as you said, right before the halfway point. We will see lap 45 here, and I think we should do a little Plato's Perfect Pitch brought to you by Plato's Apex Network on this restart. We come back to you live here as Ford is spinning out down the back straightaway. He kind of keeps it going. A huge hit for Anthony. That is an absolutely massive hit.
Anthony does to lay down Ford like a tight end going after a quarterback, but Kimmy's in the wall. I believe he was in second on that restart. He's just getting back Discharge. Oh my god. The word chaos is coming alive here on this restart. Absolute fireworks like the 4th of July happening. Normally we see those post-race, but we see them now in the race. Oh my god. Beast is in the wall. They're just a bunch of contacts. Spring is in the wall. If we had a script that showed the stripes on the wall, this entire wall would be black at this point.
Yeah, Napa in the wall and 1 and 2. Spring on the bottom there. Discharge in the wall on the exit. That's going to hit Brown down the track. Another big hit for Brown. He had a huge hit last time out of Pocono, as did Dim. By the way, Dim is back and racing. Glad to hear he is okay after his huge hit at Pocono. But Bubble leads right now. He's just past Anthony in laps led. He's led 6 laps so far. Ford has led 27. So quite a ways ahead, but Bubble would like to cash in on some bonus points. He's in a tight battle with Anthony, and right now he looks poised to expand that gap over 3rd place in the driver's standings.
I mean, it was just great to see Dim back on the grid after probably the most horrific hits I've ever seen in Bubbles Cup. Great to see him back, but can we just talk about all the contact we have seen? People hitting the wall, just absolute chaos. Kimmy trying to fight his way back as Napa just hits the wall. I was saying it. Just speaking it into existence. Commentators curse here at Plato's Apex Network. Oh, Napa just gets into the wall again. Oh my god, that's a magnet. He has a magnet on his car just for the wall. They're just all clumped up together. You have Kimmy and Dim side by side leading that pack. Then you have Beast. And Prime is around. I believe he has front end damage. Yeah, and he does. That is a caution. Bubble, he had a sizable lead. Yeah, Bubble had a sizable lead. That's going to be DJ in second. Spring's going to slide across the start-finish line as they're wrecking in the back. Oh, they're wrecking on the backstretch as well. What is going on?
Not sure. Anthony recently respawned his car. I don't know if he had front end damage or not. Never got to see that. Kimmy's car has rear end damage from earlier, but he was already racing past that. He looks pretty fast still, as Bubble does lead.
Yeah, normally here on the short tracks, rear end damage does basically nothing. And that's proven here with Kimmy still being really fast. But the drivers are taking what we said about this race being chaotic into existence, which I don't think that should be happening. We just want a clean race to the end, but we're just not getting it. Hopefully we'll see it in the IndyCar race. As we get the message green this time, it's going to be Bubble in the lead, followed by DJ, Discharge, Spring, and then Kimmy rounding up the top 5.
Alrighty, going double file here. It looks a little messy. We're might get the green called off, but I think no, green flag is still out. Bubble leads them on that inside lane. A good jump for the top 2. It's Bubble leading from DJ, and then it's Discharge, Dim, and Kimmy. That's your top 5 right now. And Kimmy looking to go
right
3 wide on the inside.
Oh, they might be looking to go 4 wide. That's Spring. No, Napa backs out a lot. I wonder what happened to him. He might have pressed R, which does toggle on pacing. So he might have done that, but Bubble looking to pull away. Only 1 win, which is really surprising. It was at Auto Club, the 2nd race of the season. 17 races without a win.
Fighting in the back, Spring and Ford up the track. Dim is in the wall. Yeah, sorry to cut you off. You were just about to say Dim in trouble right there in 1 and 2.
Yeah, just a lot of contact. I believe it was Ford. You said Dim, then Spring just according to effect. Prime goes up into the wall. Dim, I think, lost 4 spots. Spring just barely misses the wall after getting pushed out by Ford and Brown. But Kimmy, even with damage, still looking like a rocket ship, and P3 looking to go in P2, and then P1.
Oh, Anthony on the inside of Discharge right here. That would be a move for 4th. Still side by side off of turn 2 into turn number 3. Who can get the advantage? Discharge rolling the top. Anthony's up the track. That's allowing Ford to get into the picture here. We're still side by side. Where does Ford go? You see how much time you lose by going side by side as Anthony's on the apron. Ford looking for the crossover, cautions out.
Prime is going to be out of this race. He has fronted damage, so is Napa. Napa's going to have to use his reset, but our first DNF.
Oh, Napa had fronted damage
Prime
as well. He had already used a reset.
Double DNF.
Both of these drivers are going to be out of the race.
Wow. When they were wrecking at the back coming to the caution. Bubble is going to be your leader with DJ in 2nd, Kimmy in 3rd. Pits could be open this time, but it might be a stretch. No, it is going to be open this time. Who is going to lead us into pit road? But who's going to lead us? Who's going to take the field not onto pit road? That's going to be the main question here. Leader onto pit road.
Spring is going to stay out. He's going for it all.
Spring takes the gamble. Dim is going to take that 2nd to 1st pit stop. How will that help him?
Bubble with a rough entry there.
Horrible entry by Bubble. And Beast is going to take that 1st pit stop.
Here comes DJ out. Oh, it's close, but Bubble is just ahead. I think everybody else.
Kimmy with a horrible pit stop.
Yeah, he loses a spot there. He's behind Anthony. So Anthony will be in 4th on track as Spring stayed out. He'll have older tires. And I gotta say, I think he's gonna get swallowed up by the pack here.
That's a good green this time. Spring, who didn't pit, is going to lead us. How fast will Bubble get around him? That's going to be the question. Side by side off of turn 4, crowd on their feet, looking for the green, and there it is. They dive into turn number 1. Dim on the inside of Jason. I mean, that discharge. Trying to force him up. Here comes Ford. Spring still holding on to lead on old tires, but he's going to wash up
He's
their
slow. He's
4
four
wide
wide.
contact.
He's sliding.
Oh,
Lots of contact. Multiple cars are
This is going to be a
spinning.
big wreck. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, they might save it.
Everybody's
This is gonna be
spinning into
big.
turn 1. Brown is back up
this
the
is
track.
big.
Huge crash. Brown is going to be front-end damage recipient. Spring has rear-end damage. Caution is out. I have no idea who led what lap.
Dim has rear-end damage. Discharge. Spring has rear-end damage. Just possibly the big one here at IRP. Just a bunch of cars going sideways, but of course, Brown gonna pull up on the front straightaway. It's going to be a Wait, isn't he a DNF?
No, I think he should be good. I keep a list of them. I think that was Brown's first reset here.
Well, good to see Brown back in the race after just going headfirst into the wall after, I think it was 4 wide coming off of turn 4 green this time. There was like 3 cars going sideways on the apron as they all spread out. It's going to be Kimmy leading us to the green.
Yep, Kimmy leading on the inside. Green flag is out. He gets a terrible restart. Discharge is going to pass him. Dim to the outside of him. Beast, who we've not talked about a lot, is up into 4th and looking to take advantage, as is Anthony. His discharge is slow. 4 wide once again, and they hold it. Now we're 3 wide for the lead. Anthony on the inside trying to take it away.
Oh, they might be going almost looking 5 wide, which is never thought of here. But one thing we have to take notice is the damage. People really can't use the buffer on these damaged cars, but Beast pulling away as there are 4 wide in turns 1 and 2. These drivers are just picking it up. They're coming to 21 laps to go, which is not going to be a lot of time. Probably 10 minutes. Brown is spinning on the back or the front stretch. No damage. He's going to keep it green. He's going to keep it going. Still green. Kimmy on the back bumper of Beast. He's going to look inside. Kimmy for the lead. Gets it. 20 to go.
Give it to him. Kimmy in the lead with 20 to go. Those laps are going to go supremely fast here at IRP.
Oh, they're wrecking in the back. It was Spring, the guy that took the gamble, took the lead, but just ultimately just dropped down like a rock falling off of a cliff. But Beast on the inside of Kimmy, barely, yes, he is going to be there side by side on the backstretch. Beast with the advantage on the inside line. Kimmy on the outside.
And as we battle for the lead, that's going to keep the pack close. Kimmy will lead this lap, but the pack will stay pretty close if these guys stay side by side battling for the lead.
And they are still side by side. Down the backstretch, dead even.
Oh, bubble in the wall there.
Here comes Ford. Oh,
Caution is out.
Who for? Oh, it's going to be Spring.
Oh, and that's he's going to be out of the race.
And Jason. I mean, discharge. Oh, bubble's spinning. So caution, 18 laps to go. Discharge saying he hit a bump. Oh, both of them hit the same bump.
Yeah, Spring is going to be out of the race. He'll be credited with the 10th place finish. Was that discharge? Did he have front end damage there?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so that'll be Discharge's first reset. A couple of drivers on their last car, Dim, Brown, and Discharge, all in their last car here. The Spring is now DNF'd. 16 laps to go, and it is getting exciting. Kimmy leads. He's led 6 laps so far. Got 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Ford is not too far away from locking up most laps led. He has 27 laps led. The next closest is Bubble with 17. So if neither one of those lead any more laps, once we get under 10 to go, Ford will have locked up the 5 bonus points for leading the most laps. As pits are open, and cars are coming.
The entire field comes out of pit
Oh,
mode.
Dim slides
misses
to
it.
the grass and misses it as
Mode.
DJ hits the attenuator barrels.
Oh my God.
goodness. And Dim is going to be forced to stay out and assume the lead. Dim will get 5 bonus points for leading this lap. As Kimmy clean into his stall. That's who we want to watch in the battle off of pit lane.
Chaotic entry into pit mode. But Kimmy, like we said, looking. Can he pull up?
Cars. Yep, he's
Yes,
good.
he can.
Ahead of Anthony, ahead of Ford. Anthony up into second off of pits. That'll be third on track as he will be behind Dim, and that's a good spot to restart. Third, you're on the bottom. You have a good chance. There's going to be 14 to go when we see the green flag. I'm excited for Anthony's chances as we have first and third in the championship, starting second and third on this restart.
Most notable thing on the restart, the front two, no bumpers. So you can't push them. That's going to be a wild thing to think of. I don't think we're going green this time. Yeah, we are not going green this time. I don't know who we're waiting on.
Not sure
So it
either.
might
Dim
just
will
be
get
going-
another lap led because of that. Dim is not.
But Dim has to fix his
not doing
pit
too well.
speed.
Oh, I see. Oh, yep. Yeah.
So Dim will come back around in front of the field, take the lead, and we should be going green this time. Yep, and there is the message. Entering turns 3 and 4, the drivers fanning out now.
Yep, I want to
To go
on
back
board
green.
with Anthony. He's going to be third here on this restart. He's got a good chance at the race win here. Green flag is
We
out.
are
A
green.
good restart for Anthony. He's pushing Dim,
Oh,
and they
they're
can't do that with
pushing.
no rear bumpers.
That's what I said, you can't push on these.
Oh,
Kimmy
Kimmy
hit
up the
bump.
track.
Kimmy got into the bump. Points later. To the back. Dim on the inside of Ford.
Ford's in the wall.
Somebody's picking him to the
Dim leads that lap,
He's
but Anthony
smacking
is
in front of
through.
the field. No cautions. Dim's gonna take the lead. Agent on his back bumper. Not Agent. Anthony on his back bumper.
Oh, Kimmy with front end
Oh, no,
damage
he
in the
has front
back.
end
That's going to
damage.
be a caution. Kimmy with front end damage. Caution is going to be out. Our race control hasn't seen it yet. Anthony took the lead because of the late caution. Anthony is your leader.
Oh my God. Points leader, Kimmy, gets turned on the back. Anthony takes the lead. That's what he wants to do. How many points will he get if he wins this race and Kimmy stays at the back? But Kimmy just still staying on the entry of pit mode.
I think it just takes a while for him to get his scheme in. We've seen this from Kimmy before.
Yeah.
Not a big worry there. We're coming around to see 10 to go under caution. Would love to see it go green to the end. It's been a little hectic.
Yeah, I believe. Is there only one overtime restart, I believe, in this league? Or is it 0?
I believe it is 1.
Which we could see.
It's honestly been such
After
a long time
just-
since we saw it. I think it was at Bristol that we saw that happen.
Yeah, another short track.
It's not something we really keep in mind because it's so rare to see in this league. So many finishes are just clean and go to the end. I think of Phoenix, one of the best finishes we've ever seen. But here we
But
go.
this race, one of the most chaotic of
Bubble.
the season.
Something's
which-
happening to Bubble there. He stopped and is going to the back.
We might be going green? I don't think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are not going green.
yeah. Now Bubble's back up there. Something happened with Bubble. Actually, because of that, that will lock up most laps led for Ford. So Ford has the bonus points for most laps led.
And we get the message green this time. Will we see it green to the end? 8 laps. You know what? I doubt it.
I doubt it, but I hope we do. I think it would be very special to see 8 laps of green flag racing. It's been super tight here tonight. It's been pretty quick. But
Yeah, probably one of the quickest races of the season.
yeah. We'll definitely
But
have
next
good time
week-
for interviews.
Yeah. Well, right after this, we're going straight to IndyCar, but here they come off of turn 4. The green flag is in the air. We are back. Green, even restart.
Oh,
But
Bubble
not
with
at
a
the
huge
back.
restart.
But Dim switches to the inside, hoping to get to that bottom. But here comes Bubble. Oh my god.
I'm telling you, Bubble
What a
had a
run.
huge restart and then cuts back over the inside. Is going to get the double switch back out of turn 2 into turn 3, looking for the lead. Bubble versus Anthony, fighting for the win here at IRP, fighting for a second in the championship. DJ goes 3 wide behind him. Oh, Anthony hits a bump.
Gets bumped. Most importantly, Kimmy's still at the back. Oh, but they get it into the wall. Oh, this is going to be big. Beast with damage. That's going to be yellow. Race control is not yellow. See it, there it is.
Oh, there's yellow.
Brown.
Who was in the lead?
Oh,
I
no,
don't even
Brown's
know.
gonna
It was
be out.
close.
Brown might be out.
Oh, Brown is going to be out. That's front end damage for him. Brown will be out of the race and credited with a 9th place finish. I think Bubble and Anthony are still fighting about who's in the lead. They're still racing because they can't agree on who is in the lead at the time of the caution.
Well, we could use the recording that we've seen to determine the leader.
I think Bubble was ahead most of the corner, but right when he called the caution, Anthony was starting to surge around the outside. It's super hard to call. But the bigger news, as you mentioned, Brown will be DNF'd. 9th place finish for him, and definitely not what he wanted coming into this race.
Yeah, it does look like at the moment of caution, Anthony was slightly in the lead.
I don't think Anthony's going to make a big fuss over that. He's not the kind of driver to do that, as we're already going green this time. Or never mind, we call it off there. Never mind. So it's going to be 4 to go this time. If we go green
should have a
this time,
3.
it'll be 3 to go.
Pit's
It's open. Oh my goodness.
What is happening?
Bubble giving himself a lot of laps led here. It's not going to help him. I believe he's locked up second most laps led.
This is going to be interesting. Who's going to stay out? It's going to be a 2 to go restart. Anthony pulling down. We could see a lot of fakers.
I'd be surprised if anyone came into the pits here, unless you're Beast, Dim. Yep, I like that call
Yeah.
from those two.
Dim and Beast. Dim. He's been primarily at the front of the pit road when he pits, but Beast, you're gonna see him stop in that very last pit box. That's what we see out of him every single race. We might be going green if they just get out. Yeah, we are going green this time by. Dim is going to be off Beast, off pit road. And here they come reconnecting with the back.
Oh, he slammed on
Oh,
the back
Dim.
of Kimmy. That was rough. All right.
Yeah, Kimmy's gonna need a big restart here.
It's going to be 2 laps to go for Bubble in the lead. He hasn't won since the second race of the season. Anthony, who's in
Anthony
third
on the outside.
in the standings. On the outside here,
We
green
are
flag
green.
is out. A good restart for Bubble. He's clear into the lead. 2 to go here at IRP.
Anthony trying to cut on the inside, and he does. Bubble sends him on the apron.
Oh,
Coming
Bubble
to
hits
white
the
flag.
wall. Anthony to the inside. He's going for it.
Oh, in the air. That's gotta be a yellow.
Caution.
Anthony in the lead.
Anthony was in the lead at the time of the yellow.
And we're gonna see overtime. I think Dem just got turned, entering turns 3, and then down the back straightaway discharge gave a humongous push to Anthony. Anthony sent it on the inside bubble, could not react fast enough. And yes, we are going to overtime here at IRP.
Dim with an incredible display of driving skill there on the back straightaway just to throw it all away and stand on the barrels. I'm going to classify that as a retirement. So Dim will be credited with an 8th place finish as we will get overtime here at IRP. I don't think we've seen it for a while. I remember at Bristol we might have had one since, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And there we go. Single overtime attempt.
Single.
Green this time. Anthony leads from the inside lane.
This is going to get dirty. This is a where friends become enemies. Green flag here at IRP. Bubble's going to take him to the line. Diving into turn number 1, still side by side. Anthony buffs him up a little bit. Bubble trying to get clear. Not able to. Into turns 3 and 4.
Oh, now he's
Bubble
clear.
is clear.
Huge for
Bubble
Bubble.
is going to be clear.
Anthony's clear of discharge.
Anthony's
Final
gonna
lap
need to
here at
send
IRP.
Anthony needs to send it.
Oh,
no, discharge.
Oh, Bubble hits the bump. He's sliding up the track. Rear end damage, and Bubble's going to lose a ton of spots. Contact with Kimmy.
Wait.
It's all gone away for Bubble. Here comes Anthony. One more corner to go for the 09 machine. And out of turn 4, Anthony. He's going to win again for the 3rd time this season at IRP. Anthony is your winner.
What a finish. Have you ever?
Oh, Bubble lost it on the apron on the last lap in turns 1 and 2.
What is going on here?
What just happened?
How are we doing, Agent?
Craziness right there as Bubble lost his car on the apron of 1 and 2 on the last lap in the lead. Up into the wall, Anthony goes through and will take the win here at IRP.
What? Oh my god, that was probably one of the most craziest finish I've ever seen in Bubbles Cup history. Anthony is gonna take the win. We thought overtime would be dirty, but we didn't think the track would be dirty. Just Anthony is gonna take the backwards lap around, waving to the fans even though there are none.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to the driver of the 48. He's got to feel gutted after he hasn't won a race since Auto Club, the 2nd race of the season. This was the 19th race. Honestly drove a pretty good race today. He was relatively clean. It was crazy out there, and on a crazy race, Bubble to be relatively clean. That was impressive from him. But he's not going to get almost any credit for it. And with Anthony winning, I want to see how the championship looks.
I'm definitely really glad to see Anthony win here today. I mean, I wasn't here. I was watching a little bit of the race, but I was not able to commentate tonight. But I am definitely really glad to see Anthony pull it off today. You know, as an Indiana native, I'm really glad that we're out here racing here at IRP. Great facility. Always puts on a great show. So I'm definitely really glad to see Anthony take the win.
We thought it would be chaotic during that first, maybe 30 laps. We saw it spread out, and then right when we crossed the halfway mark, craziness just breaks out, and probably the most gutting feeling for one driver, celebration for another. I believe this is win number 2 or 3.
This is win number 3 for Anthony. That is huge. And I mean, you couldn't write it any better.
I know.
Kimmy has struggles at the end of this race. 2nd and 3rd in the championship, fighting for the win. And Anthony comes out the victor. And honestly, what a story. I mean, Anthony's been closing in on the top 2 of the championship for so many races. He gets another win tonight. I mean, we've really got a championship battle on our hands.
Yeah, this race just
Indeed, we
set
do.
it up.
I think we're going to be able to talk to the driver of the 48 here. I cannot wait to hear what Bubble has to say. Bubble, you entered 1 and 2 on the final lap in the lead, like a pretty good car length ahead of Anthony on one of your championship rivals, and then you just lost it on the bump. Tell me what happened from your point of view.
Well, I was just running my normal line. I mean, it's like what happened with IndyCar in Turn 4 at National Super Speedway. It either hits you or it doesn't, and I guess that's racing luck. On the final lap, it hits me. I could not save it, and so I lost all the positions.
So, Bubble, how do you recover in the championship after this? I mean, you're gonna drop quite a bit. You might lose second to Anthony. You know, how do you recover and try to defend your title, trying to go for back-to-back championships here in Bubbles Cup?
I mean, the next track is the next 2 tracks are some of my best. We go to Iowa, which I'm really good at, and then Watkins Glen. And I've nominated every race I've raced at Watkins Glen, so I'm happy for those. And when we get to Montreal, that'll be another one, the road courses. But honestly that's my only chance. I don't think I have a chance at any other track. If I don't win one of those road courses, I'm pretty much done.
That was another big storyline with the weekend. It's been a long time since you've won a race. Second race of the season at Auto Club. That crazy race, you came away the victor. Now there's another race on the tally. 17 races later, you haven't won another one. Do you feel any pressure to come away with a checkered flag?
I mean, not really, no, because I don't know. Winning isn't as exciting as it used to be, because now at the end of the season, it's all about the points. So instead of worrying about winning, I was like worried about, can I finish in front of DJ? I was trying to beat him to the line. I'm banging in the back, trying to get every position for every point.
Well, thank you for your answers. Good to hear you've got that championship mentality, trying to defend your IROC championship. Best of luck in the coming weeks as you continue to fight with Kimmy and Anthony. Speaking of Kimmy, I would like to speak to our championship leader. If we can get him for a second. Kimmy, you had a very up and down day. For a while, you were at the back. You ended up leading about 7 laps, just kind of near the back half of the race. And then some struggles right at the end. Tell me about your up and down day, how you view it overall looking back.
This day was a pretty interesting day of racing. I had a up and down day, as you said. I was fast early on, and I kind of just got tripped up by the bumps here at IRPA. This track is very difficult in my opinion, because you have to be kind of consistent to stay where you keep your position. So yeah, I just had a really up and down day. I'm kind of glad that I got P4. That should give me at least some type of buffer zone, because I did lead a lap. That's going to give me extra bonus points for the championship. And I didn't care if that Anthony win, because I just wanted him to pass Bubble for the championship. That's actually really good for me, so that I could just keep on leading and keep on leading the points of this championship.
Absolutely. Trying to close out a championship. You finished runner-up last season in Bubbles Cup. I mean, what's it going to take to close out these last few races and get a trophy?
Well, if the final race isn't the infamous 3-car race at Atlanta, then it should be pretty alright. I'm pretty alright on the road courses. I just want to get through Iowa, because short tracks be kind of mayhem. After Iowa, I think I should be pretty good. Road courses are my thing, and obviously you got Michigan, and then you got I think Atlanta and then Homestead. So it's gonna be pretty good races for me for the finish of the season. So yeah, I'm pretty confident.
All right, wonderful. Kimmy, I got 2 more questions for you. One, your dynamic with Bubble. It's been pretty crazy to watch this rivalry this season. This race, as crazy as it was, Bubble was actually pretty clean. What was your view on the racing tonight, especially with the 48 car?
Racing was kind of interesting. I mean, this track is very very close quarter. It's like CQC racing, really close quarters combat. It was just unfortunate, you know, that I had to bump some people out the way. Had to like force my way through. I think at one point I was in the back and I actually got through. I had like pushed people all the way up. Well, not like all the way up to the track where they hit the wall, but like I pushed people out the way and I got like from like eighth to like third. It was crazy, but yeah, the racing was just kind of bound to happen because this track is so like CQC, like it's so so close to each other. So that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll have to check the stream later. I was watching you as you climbed back from the back. It was a big storyline during the race. We love to see it. And then finally, the last question I want to ask you about is, right after this, the IndyCar is back. We're going to Texas. How do you feel about that?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty excited, man. I'll be switching numbers this season. I'll be the number 10 this time, so I'll be like the sister car to the number 9. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how I do at Texas. Texas, very technical track, obviously. You gotta lift at turn 1. It's gonna be a really fun race. You know, it's all about the strategy. If you can stay up in your position, it'll be a pretty good race. So I'm pretty excited for that.
Wonderful. Thank you for your time, Kimmy. And we're gonna close up here. Ness, do you have any closing thoughts on the crazy, hectic race we saw tonight, and then also maybe some upcoming thoughts for the IndyCar race?
Well, tonight was a pre-show. What we're gonna see maybe in about 30 minutes to an hour. This IndyCar return is just going to be out of this world. We saw in the 2015 IndyCar series. I think, yeah, you won the championship in a finale, which was just crazy. Then we got into the 2016 IndyCar series. That didn't work out, but now it's returning. We start doing testing Texas. Is just going to be one of the best races you'll ever watch. But after doing testing, it could be very deadly. We could see drivers out for many weeks, so it's going to be very interesting. But we don't know who's going to win.
Absolutely. We look forward to it. Make sure to keep your eyes out for that. I think there'll be recordings of it if it's not streamed. So keep an eye out.
I'm gonna stream
Discord.
it on my channel. So
all right,
channel.
It's gonna be right here. Stay
Same
here on
channel.
Bubble the Wonder Boys YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Grab a snack. You know, get ready for some more racing. I'm excited for that. And but for here tonight, gonna go ahead and wrap us up. That is going to conclude our coverage for the Kroger 200 here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. As always, this coverage is brought to you by Builderbrain, the cutting-edge AI study tool. Head over to builderbrain.ai to ace your classes and win back your weekend. And then make sure to tune in next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here with us at Plato's Apex Network on Bubble the Wonder Boys YouTube channel. It'll be the 20th round Bubbles Cup Championship at Iowa, another short oval. Lots of action. Expect to see more of the championship battle heating up. I can't wait. And we'll see you there. Until next time, I bid you all farewell and good night.